Hey guys, welcome back to Relatable Girl. My name is Kendra Saunders. If this is your first time on my channel, I am the author of the Alien Pop Star series. I am the owner of Half Lucid Jewelry, and I am a YouTuber here talking about living in New York City and living with severe allergies. Among other things on this channel, I also have a series about Mr. Robot, and specifically this last season. And I also talk a lot about makeup and skincare and different kinds of things and how they relate to somebody who does have a lot of sensitivity and severe allergies. I am prefacing by saying I am not in any way a makeup artist. I just enjoy makeup a lot. So please, before I even start this, because I've had people make comments before, please know I am not calling myself a makeup artist. I do not consider myself a makeup artist. I know that I am not an expert or a professional in this field. I just love makeup. I love playing with it. I love making fun looks and, you know, sparkly things. So I wanted to preface by saying all of that before we even jump in. But if you like this video and you haven't already subscribed, you should subscribe. There is going to be a lot more fun videos like this. We're going to have giveaways. I'm going to be giving away something that may or may not be similar to something that you see in this video when we get to 300 subscribers. So you can help make that happen and also help your chances of winning by subscribing now. So anyway, let's get to the point of this video. So Norvina, as any of you who are in the makeup community will know, Norvina has recently launched her own line as sort of a separate but also sort of under the Anastasia Beverly Hills line. In most stores that I've seen, the Norvina collection is in its own section, separate from Anastasia. At one Sephora I saw they had moved it to the end cap of the Anastasia section, so I'm not exactly sure how that will be once the launch is over. Norvina has launched almost an entire collection right away. Like, she just jumped in there and was like, hey, how about I make like several full-size palettes, some small palettes, some glitter, some lip products, and hey, this is my launch. I was a little unsure about the palettes just because I haven't had great luck with some of the Anastasia eye palettes that have come out in the last few years. But I am happy to say that my fears specifically about the quality and the pigmentation and the fallout are not to be found in this palette. I love Norvina's style. I've been following her for a long time. She's artistic, she's weird, you know, she has fun colored hair like I do. I like seeing sort of the, you know, behind the scenes of her being this amazing businesswoman. So I've respected and enjoyed following her for a long time. And when she put out the teaser photo shoots for this palette, I was very excited because it's all the kind of colors that I love. Once I actually saw the palette, I was a little unsure at first, but I'm glad that I got over that. Thanks to Sephora having their 15% off sale for VIB people and having something that I had returned so that I had a gift card, I was able to pick up this Norvina Volume 1. And first thing I would say about this, we'll talk about the good stuff first. I have a few small notes about things I don't like, but let's talk about the good stuff first. First of all, this mirror is incredible. It is so big. It's just like, you don't get a mirror this size in most palettes, obviously, because most palettes aren't this big. It's so big, it's very high quality. I also like that when you set it up like this, it stays up. You know, pretty much anything from like here onward, it stays up, which is great. I'm sure over time it will probably like loosen up some and it won't do that like it's supposed to anymore. But at least for now, I'm so impressed by that. And then, so looking at these colors, oh, they're just so beautiful. You have these beautiful pinks and purples up here. I love, 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 love these. And in fact, that top row is probably the one that I've used the most so far. This second row, again, you have some just beautiful purples and pinks. And then as we come down here, we have like some interesting accent shades, because, you know, these ones I'd say are kind of more neutral, except for that white, obviously. And then here we have a black, which is great. We have two blues. And then down here we have some sort of more muted neutrals, like a mustardy color and some more orange. So what I'll say about just like the color choices in general is, if you tend to wear a lot of purple and pink, which I would say traditionally that's been like most of what I've worn. It's only been in the last year that thanks to ColourPop and their amazing palettes, I've gotten really into yellow and orange. And I feel like yellow and orange are like essential summer colors now. I've discovered how great they look. They look so good with, you know, for me personally, with like blue hair. But this palette made me go back to my first love, which is like purples and pinks. This white that's in here is absolutely insane. It's so pigmented. It's great for like cut crease. So the look that I did today, which by the way, I have glasses again. That's a topic for a different video. I'll remove them though, and I'll show you guys. Give me crap for not being a professional makeup artist. I know I'm not. But that being said, you know, what I did today was use a lot of the purples and the pinks, and I was able to get that beautiful part in the center by laying down a little bit of foundation for cutting the crease and then using that white on top. And it's amazing. It is such an intense white. I'm so impressed by that. It's hard to find a white that's that good and like that opaque. Again, also the black, I've been surprised how much I've used that. I don't normally wear any kind of black with eyeshadow. I keep it away from my eyes because it looks very bruised on me most of the time. This black I like a lot. I don't know if it's just because it's very matte or what, but I've really been liking using that to just like darken up some of the, you know, outer corner, for instance. But the most important thing I can say about this palette is the pigmentation is just, it's incredible. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Every color that I've used in here so far, the pigmentation has been so good. I'm talking, you know, dip the brush in once and you can swipe it on and it's like, boom, just so much color. I haven't played as much with the metallics yet, actually, which is, or the shimmery metallics, which is interesting because you'd think that'd be the first thing I would go for, and usually it would be. The only one of them I have actually used quite a bit of already is A1, which is this one up here. It's a very, 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 very pale, like, I don't even know, pale like champagne kind of, and I've been using that in the center of the lid over my cut crease area. But yeah, everything in here is just so pigmented that I've used so far. All of the mattes are incredible. That red is like a true red, which is amazing. And you need so little of this. Like, I see why she calls this pro pigment, because this is like, this is the kind of makeup that people dream about being able to use. You know, you get a tiny bit on your brush and done. It also is good for blending. I haven't had problems with blending, which is great, because that was one of my biggest problems with the Norvina palette before she did this collection, back when she had just like the palette of her own come out. I had so much problems with fallout, and personally, when I was blending it, I found that it got very muddy. I know that people will probably yell at me about that because I'm not a professional makeup artist, but that palette didn't work for me as well. This one, it's great. It's great. It works so well. And I've kind of made a promise to myself to actually like go through a bunch of my other stuff and, you know, finally get rid of things I've been holding on to for too long and have this be like my main palette. Now, quickly, we'll talk about the two things that are like cons against this. Number one, the packaging. I've heard other people say this. This isn't something you would want to like take with you on a trip, because if you dropped this, everything in it is going to shatter. It feels very fragile to me, which I'm sad about because this palette is incredible, but it's heavy, which is nice, but it's like plastic, and I just feel like if you dropped this, it would all be gone. It would just be gone. The only other thing I would say, obviously, is it is quite expensive. This is a pro pigment palette. You're getting giant pans. You're getting really pigmented color. You're getting a wide range of color. So if you are either, you know, a professional makeup artist or somebody who just really, really loves these colors and will use them because you enjoy makeup, then I would say it's worth the investment. If you're like a beginner to makeup, or you don't wear it that often, or you like neutrals, this is not the palette for you. Or, you know, if you just don't like spending like premium luxury prices on makeup, it's totally understandable, you know? So anyway, this has been my very rambly review of this palette. I'm not going to do swatches just because I feel like everybody else has probably done swatches already, and they'll do it better than I will, and if I do it, you're gonna make fun of me for doing it wrong. So I'm not gonna do swatches, but I'm just gonna say I love this. I haven't had any problems with it. It does stain the eyelids, I will say that. That's a side note, but that's gonna happen with a lot of red and pink pigments. It's just the ingredients in them. But you know, the couple times I've used this already, I did have definitely some staining on my eyelids. So that's something else to keep in mind. Aside from that though, no other problems, and I absolutely love it. So anyway, if this was your first time on my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would go check out some of my other videos. And if you haven't already subscribed, you should subscribe. And like I said, I'm going to be giving away something really cool soon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.